Coming up on Tacoma Report, find out how the new Whole Blood program is helping the Tacoma Fire Department save lives. Engage with Parks Tacoma at community forums where the public helps decide how to spend money to improve their local community centers. We'll have a conversation with Humanitarian Kwabi Amoah-Forson about his Peace Bus and how he and others are working to improve the lives of Tacomans. Those stories and more coming up on Tacoma Report. Welcome to Tacoma Report. I'm Lora Proctor. How would you spend $10,000? That's the question Parks Tacoma is asking the community. Each community center has $10,000 for a special project and invites you to take part in the participatory budgeting process at Co-Create events. Come to the Eastside Community Center on Wednesday, March 19th between 5:30 and 7:30 p.m. and the People's Center on Wednesday, March 26th between 5:30 and 7:30 p.m. There you can connect with people in your community, enjoy a free meal, and participate in tabletop discussions to meet the staff and share your ideas. For more information, visit parkstacoma.gov. On March 24th, the Tacoma Park Board meeting will be conveniently held at the center at Norpoint. Come meet the commissioners and learn about what's happening at the center and around the Park District. At 5 p.m., there will be a meet and greet and refreshments. The meeting starts at 6. A 5-member board of park commissioners governs Parks Tacoma and is the policy determining body for the Park District. Learn more at parkstacoma.gov.
Get to know the interim Tacoma Fire Chief Siona Stallings Ala Ilima at 2 upcoming community events. The city invites the community to meet the interim fire chief in person on March 17th from 4 to 5 p.m. at the Tacoma Municipal Building Council Chambers, and virtually on March 20th from noon to 1 p.m. via Zoom. These moderated events will showcase her vision for the Tacoma Fire Department. Stay informed and make your voice heard by attending and participating in the feedback survey afterwards. Details are under the What's Going On section at cityoftacoma.org. For Tacoma Report, I'm Stacy Minichello.
Tools for Success is a free in-person conference designed for transitional age youth, young adults, and community members who experience a disability to dream, imagine, and shape their future. The conference focuses on career and college readiness to empower attendees. This program brings together community members who experience a disability to share their lived experience, wisdom, insights, information, resources, and more.
Having those resources, and we have a resource fair, panels, all kinds of stuff, just is a nice way for these folks to just get more. You know, get a head start on it and really find out what's out there, because transitioning into adulthood is hard. I know it is tough, and if you have a disability, everything in life is harder. And so this is just a really great way to provide some resources, some education, all this stuff.
The conference takes place on Tuesday, March 25th from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. at Tacoma Community College. Register today at toolsforsuccessconference.org. Coming up after the break, we'll talk with Humanitarian Kwabi Amoah-Forson about his Peace Bus and campaign to assist those in need in our community. We'll be right back.
Hi. I'm your retirement fear, but don't be scared. You're still in pre-retirement.
Does that mean I have more time to plan?
Precisely. Here, this is pretirement.org.
Retirement savings options? Potential tax breaks?
Ooh,
This isn't scary. I'm doing it.
you got this.
Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan.
Welcome back to Tacoma Report. Kwabi Amoah-Forson is a humanitarian and influencer from Tacoma and joins us now on the Tacoma Report set to discuss his latest endeavors. Welcome to the show, Kwabi.
Thank you for having me, Laura. How are you
Yes,
doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. You look fantastic. I love what you're wearing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Good to
yeah.
have you here today. So, Kwabi, let's dive right into the interview portion here. One of the things I want to say to you, you are a humanitarian.
Yes.
Can you let our viewers know what that means and what you do?
Yeah. A humanitarian is essentially someone who works for the betterment of all people, right? I don't care who you are, your race, color, or creed, your economic status. My job is to help people who are hurting with getting their essential needs met. So if it's giving out socks to people on the street, if it's giving out food to people who are hungry, or helping boost up people and making them feel as if they can, you know, make to the next stage of their lives, that's what I do.
Absolutely. We
Yeah.
appreciate that. We need more folks like you, don't we? To help with everything that's going on in our society right now.
Yeah.
Definitely need more humanitarian work to happen.
I appreciate
right?
it. It's the most important thing, you know.
So Kwabi, Peace Bus.
Yeah.
Can you tell our viewers about that?
Yeah, the Peace Bus is the greatest vehicle in the entire world.
I love it.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It's this
Okay.
baby blue van. It's very bright and vibrant, but that's not what makes it great.
Okay.
What makes the Peace Bus great is that I use my vehicle to help people in need. Sometimes, well, not all my humanitarian efforts, but some of them I'll utilize the bus in order to distribute goods. So, for example, this last Christmas, I was doing a campaign called Peace Stockings.
Oh.
And I helped deliver 5,000 pairs of socks to people in need on the street using my bus.
Oh my gosh, that is so wonderful. That's definitely a, you know, just the fact that you are out there doing what you do for those in need is really amazing. And again, I'm greatly appreciated, right? And along those lines, so the most recent humanitarian campaign that you're working on, All Youth Can Eat.
Yes.
Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, All Youth Can Eat. I'm in the beginning stages of formulating it.
Okay.
But for the last 3 years, I've been doing this program. Last year, we fed over 3,000 youth. And this is essentially what it looks like. So between July 1st and September 1st, on every single day of the week, there's a restaurant where youth can eat for free and college students can eat for free.
Wow.
And so the idea is we can change our culture from a culture of eating to a culture of feeding. And this summer, I'm expanding the program from Tacoma and Seattle to Toledo, Ohio, and Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
And together, you know, hunger is such a big issue. Because we look at the things that, you know, can bring us together. I believe hunger could be one of those things.
Absolutely.
You know, 47 million people experience hunger right now in the United States. It's essentially 7 million over the population of Canada.
Oh my
So it's a major issue, right? But I believe that hunger doesn't stand a chance if we can come together. There's no way hunger can win if we can all pitch in.
There you go. I love that. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit because we had a conversation about the pilot license. So
Oh, wow.
you and I had talked about you,
Right, right.
So in terms of Toledo and Chicago, will you at some point be utilizing your a plane or your pilot's license to do some traveling between those two states?
For sure. The idea is, you know, after I get my pilot's license, is to utilize aviation to bring peace and understanding and empowerment to the highest height, literally, to use aviation as a way of conveying to the people the most important things, raising awareness of poverty, lack of quality education for our youth, and raising awareness of racism and the detriment it is towards creating a more peaceful society.
Right.
So I hope to be in the sky by the end of 2025.
Nice, nice. I'm looking forward to seeing that and hearing all about that. Now, so Kwabi, how can we create solidarity and togetherness in this time of division? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think by honing in on the issues that hinder us all is a way to cultivate solidarity.
Yes.
We look at hunger, we look at poverty, and the huge numbers of the people that it affects.
Yes.
I think of all the wars and conflicts that we've had with America's been involved with, and how oftentimes it took all different branches of the military to get involved, right? You had the Air Force, you have the, you know, the Navy, the Army, and the, you know, all these different factions of people that may have had their differences, maybe even a grudge against the next, you know, group of people, but they had to come together to address a major issue.
Right.
And now with issues like hunger, this isn't a conflict that at the end of it is for war or for money and oil. We're talking about fighting for people's right to live.
Hello.
You need food to live.
Yes.
So if that's the case, we must come together. And I believe that no matter if you're a Democrat or Republican, liberal or conservative, we can come together to address this issue that affects most people in our country.
Absolutely. And to your point, it's not a Democrat or
Not at all.
Republican issue. It's a people issue. It's a human issue,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So, and you've been doing a lot of speaking engagements. What do you speak about?
Oh, I speak about the most important thing of all time. That's peace.
Yes.
And that's how we can utilize our skills to help people. Now, Not everyone's supposed to get in a baby blue bus and drive it around and help people. Not everyone's supposed to be a pilot. But what are your skills?
Yes.
What are the things that God has given you, and how can you utilize it to help people in need? If you're not doing that, I don't see the use for it.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
We think of musicians and how they can use their way of words and, and instrument playing to
Yes.
convey something to the public. I think that if you have a platform, you have a moral obligation to use that platform to help people.
Wonderful. I like your energy. I like your words and everything you are saying. Can we clone you by chance? We
Oh,
need
for
to-
sure. For sure. Yeah, call me.
So, final question. I feel like I'm sitting with a celebrity right now. I understand that you filmed a movie in Tacoma.
I did.
What is the name of the movie, and can you tell our viewers where they can watch it?
Yes, so the movie, I was able to play the lead role in it. It's called Wild Dreams.
Okay.
Wild Dreams. And it was directed by a local director named Derek Nunn.
Okay.
He lived in LA for maybe like 10 years, right? Came back home and now has built this film production company.
Oh, wow.
And this is his first production.
Okay.
Really honored to be a part of it.
Yes.
And so it's going to be showcased at the Black Seattle Film Festival.
Okay.
Right, in April, in late April. And this is essentially what the film is about. I can't tell everyone everything.
Okay.
But imagine if your ancestors could see you who you are now. Would they be proud? Would they be able to see you with the struggles you're going through now, to see how far we've come, but how far we have to go? And that's what I'm going to tell you, a little hint of what the movie's about. Very great movie. Anyone who sees it is definitely going to be inspired.
Well, Kwabi, I am, again, so glad to have you on the show, sharing all of the information that you have shared with our viewers. What you're doing is absolutely phenomenal. We appreciate you so much, and we're looking forward to hearing more about what's happening. Please keep us posted, and we would love to have you back on the show.
I would love to be back too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. After the break, we'll learn about local fire department's whole blood program and how it is saving lives in our community. Don't go away.
During cardiac arrest, every second counts.
Immediate CPR can double, even triple, the chance of survival. It saved my life.
Unfortunately, women are less likely to receive CPR from a bystander, partly because people are afraid to touch them.
If you see a teen or adult suddenly collapse, start hands-only CPR by calling 911.
Then push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives.
Visit goredforwomen.org/women and CPR to learn more.
Welcome back to Tacoma Report. On January 24th, 2025, Central Pierce Fire and Rescue partnered with Tacoma Fire Department, Multicare Health Foundation, and BloodWorks Northwest to launch a whole blood program in Pierce County. These departments are the first in the county to implement this life-saving initiative, joining roughly 180 fire departments nationwide. This program enables medical service officers to carry whole blood in temperature-controlled coolers, allowing immediate transfusions at emergency scenes before patients reach the hospital. Medical service officers are highly trained paramedics specializing in critical care, providing both emergency response and clinical oversight. Producer Dan Strothman, Tacoma Fire, and Central Pierce Fire bring us this report.
The purpose of the whole blood program is really to increase survivability, and initially in our trauma patients, but eventually medical patients as well.
It will help them get the emergency care they need faster, and ultimately the goal is to save lives. It's a unique product, not used in all hospitals at all locations, that is the blood in its purest form. Normally when blood is manufactured, it's made into different components such as red cells, plasma, and platelets. This is blood that is not manufactured into its further components. It's kept whole.
The whole blood program is unique in that we are taking a very advanced concept that is usually held in the hospital, and we're bringing it out to the street.
People don't just get injured right outside the hospital. They get injured where they get injured. And sometimes that's
an hour away.
As a patient gets extricated to us, we'll be moving them to a medic unit where I'll be responding with my Delta Ice cooler, which has a couple units of blood in it. The paramedics on scene will have started IVs already, and I will be able to kind of plug and play, verify that the patient will in fact need blood, which should be pretty easy to do. We'll hang the blood and we'll get it going to the hospital, and that's going to save a lot of time.
This is going to help everyone, every age, every color, every nationality, every denomination. Everybody bleeds the same way.
Quite honestly, this is one of the most useful interventions and will save more lives than any other piece of equipment on those paramedic units. So to say that we're excited that this is hitting the field is an understatement. And it has taken a long time. And there are some things that need to be done right from the very beginning without fail. And this is one of them. So even though it's taken us a long time to get to this point, it's better to do it right and to do it carefully. And we're really excited that we're doing it, putting our best foot forward and making sure that the quality of care that we're providing to the community is the best it can possibly be.
That wraps up another edition of Tacoma Report. For more information on these stories and everything else going on in the city, visit cityoftacoma.org. I'm Lora Proctor. Stay tuned and stay connected.